Mr. John Corabi. You know him from The Scream, you know him from Union. Today we're kind of here in celebration of this, the monumental 1994 Motley Crue. John, welcome to Psychobabble. Good to have you here. You just finished a great set. It's so good to hear those songs again. Are they as fun for you as they are for the people?
Yeah, you know, the thing that's been cool about it is my manager actually talked me into doing this set because it was the 20th anniversary, blah, 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 whatever. So I went out and I've been doing the shows, been getting great turnouts, and but everybody across the board, they're like, dude, I've been waiting 21 years to hear this stuff live. Thing is, when I was out with Motley, we only toured for like 3 months in America. There was a ton of places we didn't get to.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of, you know what, it's a great album, why not? Let's
a song like Poison Apples needs to be heard. That was so cool. I mean, even without the keyboards, I hear the keyboards when you're up there playing that shit. So now, don't tell me all these songs are your children and you love them equally. What's your favorite?
I think probably the one that across the board a lot of people like, and I think it was just kind of our musical moment, is probably Misunderstood.
Okay,
Only because we were all like, we wrote this great song, and then we had Glenn Hughes sing backing vocals on it.
Wow.
Then we had the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra come in and do all this string stuff. So that one's probably my favorite.
Well, it's a hell of a song. But you're not just Motley. You like I mentioned, Union and The Scream, but you do a lot of solo stuff. Let's hear about the Dead Daisies. Tell me about the Dead Daisies.
It's a great band, man. They called me in February. They had a trip booked to Cuba, and something, I don't know what happened with the old singer. Something went down, and he couldn't go to Cuba, so they asked me to go.
That story sounds familiar. I don't know what happened with the old singer, but now I'm in.
You know what? I just happened to find, I keep finding these kind of bands, whatever, but we went to Cuba, which I think was kind of my audition with the guys. We did 2 shows, started recording some stuff there, and then we got home and we went to Australia and we finished the record. We wrote and recorded 17 songs, mixed them and mastered them, everything in like 30 days.
Wow.
And we put the record out, and it's a great record, man. It's really cool. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I think in order for you to hang in there for 17 songs, there has to be something. That's a lot of music. So these guys must have hooked you in pretty quick. Huh?
Yeah, it was cool, and they're all great players. You got Richard Fortus from Guns N' Roses, Dizzy Reed, Marco Mendoza, who's a god on bass, Brian Tishy, David Lowy from a band called Mink in Australia. So it's a really cool band. It's a lot of fun, and
well, tell me about playing Cuba. That's a little different than Wakanda. They don't have a rock show on every corner in Cuba.
No,
I imagine.
I believe we were the first band to go legally to Cuba and perform with the blessing of their government, our government. So it was really cool, man. And we had, God, we did a club show. I think it held maybe 1,500 people, whatever. Completely sold out. There was probably another 1,500 outside. And then about 4 days later, we did another show at an old place where they used to do like salsa music. It was an outdoor amphitheater. And it's a famous place. It's been here for like 50 years, 60 years. And anyway, we went there. It was 7,000 sold out, and another couple thousand outside. They just love music, man. It was awesome.
Well, can you imagine growing up in a country where there's not rock and roll shows all over the place? So, I mean...
But you'd be surprised how many kids walk around in, like, Metallica, Zeppelin, Queen, Guns N' Roses shirts. I mean, they showed up.
I mentioned you've played with a lot of bands. Here's a question I asked your buddy Bruce Kulick. Both you guys are kind of known for stepping into famous bands and replacing someone who's a little bit difficult. Let's say I'm in a band with you for 6 months. What are you doing that's going to get on my nerves?
Drink.
Okay.
Oh, well,
really?
I got nothing. Really?
You're not a troublesome guy?
No, man. I don't think, like... I'm just kind of a, go with the flow thing, you know what I mean? I don't.
Bruce said he's a bit of a perfectionist and you got to take more than 2 takes or something.
He is.
Yeah.
But you know what, Bruce he's a perfectionist, but he's not that, he can have his moments, but he's not that over the top.
Okay.
I don't sweat shit, you know what I mean? I don't sweat the small stuff, so.
And probably these days, more than ever, you don't sweat the small shit. I mean, we've grown up and...
listen, look, you're very familiar with a lot of the bands, a lot that are even playing here. the music that we played for years and years and years, it's, you know, there's still an audience for it, but we're not getting the support of radio stations
Right.
and MTV and all that stuff. So it's like any time you get out and get a chance to play, why fucking sweat the small shit?
Exactly,
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
just roll with it,
Yeah.
have fun.
It's kind of
call it
like
a
the way
day.
the blues was back in the 60s
Yes.
and 50s. It's underground, but it's great. Now, are you still living in Nashville?
Yep.
Okay, and what's the music scene like there?
It's actually cool, man. There's always something to do there. It's a great town.
And it's not just country. There's a lot of
No,
rock and roll
there's-
guys
well,
in
look,
Nashville.
There's 3 of the guys from Cinderella live there. Winger lives there. Well, Kip and Paul, the Nelson brothers.
Okay.
Robert Plant is got a place there. Sheryl Crow,
Okay.
you know, Kid Rock, Jack White. Now Kings
All
of
those
Leon,
people are in
Kings of
Nashville,
Leon
really?
are from there.
Okay.
Black Keys are there now, so there's a great scene there. It's
That's great. So I'm not going to keep you too much longer. What can we look forward to in the future from John Corabi?
Well, I'm there's a couple things actually. I don't know how it's turning out, but a friend of ours, Brad Bailey, he's a film guy. He's doing a documentary on Union right now, so we're waiting for that to come out. I've been doing shows with the Motley '94 thing. I'm going to try and get this down on tape to maybe do a DVD and a live album. And then just touring with the Daisies, and we're going to do a new record in February, and I'm going to do a new record, so I'm a busy boy.
How great is it? And like you said, just to be working and playing music, it's a gift, man.
Yes.
John Corabi, check him out.
See you guys.